fresh questions are swirling around former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's credibility and political discipline within the united opposition. This follows a dramatic U-turn he made today, walking back claims that the coalition had agreed to let his party field candidates in Nairobi come 2027. The statement triggered swift pushback from Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, exposing simmering tensions beneath the opposition's public show of unity. Mike Kagwongo reports.
The Tuesday's Tuarofu campaign was intended to be a powerful image of unity. Leaders from across the opposition standing shoulder to shoulder as they honored the late Cabinet Minister Joseph Munyao, a man remembered for championing strong political institutions and grassroots democracy. But even as leaders paid tribute, a political storm was already brewing. Only hours earlier, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua had ignited controversy after claiming that the opposition had reached a deal allowing his party to field candidates in Nairobi in 2027.
Na sisi tumepangana vizuri na kiongozi wa Wiper ambaye ndiye amekuwa akisaidia ODM hapa Nairobi. Tumekubaliana kiti cha gavana kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha seneta kitachukuliwa na DCP.
The Sunday pronouncement was immediately dismissed by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who said no such agreement existed.
Na wache hii propaganda kusema ati Wiper imeachia DCP vitu vyote Nairobi. You know, they have to try everything wagonganishe Kalonzo na Gachagua.
Internal fights are not going to take them any far. In fact, it is very difficult for them to defeat President Ruto in the coming elections. But again, with Gachagua amongst them, the defeat is going to be much more huge than what it will have been.
Yet Wednesday in Nairobi, Gachagua attempted to reframe the narrative. He insisted his earlier remarks were misunderstood, saying his reference had been to the united opposition as a whole, not his party exclusively.
They are trying to create a wedge within united opposition. The correct position is, and I said, the united positions will take 16 out of 17, and even that, the 17th one, if tukijipanga vizuri, we will take 17 out of 17.
Rigathi Gachagua is a fighter. Rigathi Gachagua is very, very vicious when it comes to this kind of engagement. I say that as someone who has contested against him in Madeira back in 2017. What I saw in the last 2 weeks, in fact, I kept telling people, what did you expect? I mean, this is a person I know. I expected him to behave exactly how he has behaved.
The blunt contradiction placed Gachagua squarely on the defensive, raising renewed concerns within political circles about whether he has become a loose cannon inside the opposition. Critics argue he is increasingly issuing statements without consultation, or making political claims that his colleagues struggle to stand behind.
And those pronouncements by Gachagua also alienates the supporters from having confidence in that lineup. So that even if there are people who intended to support Kalonzo, they'll start doubting that, are we electing you so that you become manipulated by Kalonzo? Or someone like the leader of DAPK, Honorable Eugene Wamalwa?
But the mood on the ground told a different story. Behind the smiles, handshakes and unity slogans, discomfort simmered. Sources at the event quietly admitted that several leaders were unsettled by Gachagua's unpredictable political messaging and concerned about what his next off-the-cuff statement might trigger.
I see Gachagua struggling very much to replace Uhuru in the mountain. Whether he succeeds or not,
there's no likelihood that the opposition is going to hold it together, because everybody is pursuing their own ambitions. Kalonzo, who has been in politics for quite some time, was expected that after 2022, he should have taken stock of what really caused us to lose.
Political analysts warn that such contradictions could deepen mistrust within the coalition, particularly at a time when opposition parties are delicately negotiating alignments ahead of the 2027 elections. Some now view Gachagua's pronouncements as either careless political misfires or deliberate attempts to stir confusion and position himself differently within the emerging power matrix. Mike Kagwango, TV 47, Nairobi.